25 is a 6' 1" middleweight and getting ready to go against a 5' 8" opponent. Arm length advantage measured from the armpit to the end of the fist, 2 inches.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and gold. He officially weighed in at 158 3/4 pounds, and his professional record stands at 24 victories, including 12 knockouts against 3 defeats, with 2 bouts even. Originally from Kinshasa, Zaire, now fighting out of Seattle, Washington, the challenger, Alex, the technician, Bunema. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white. His official weight, 159 3/4 pounds. And his professional record is a perfect one, consisting of 19 bouts, 19 victories, including 14 knockouts, presenting the pride of Little Rock, Arkansas, one of the top-rated middleweights in the world, the undefeated WBC Continental America's champion, Jermaine Bad Intentions Taylor.
Alex! Jermaine! Gentlemen, both of you professional fighters. Conduct yourself as professionals. Look at me. Both of you. Look at me. Obey my commands. Both of you professionals. Conduct yourself as professionals. All right, Alex. Obey my commands at all times. You can give me a good, clean fight. Touch gloves now. Good luck to both of you. God bless you. May the best man win.
Bunema came here believing he had to score a knockout to win. Maybe after the first fight, he's changed his mind.
Well, I was still surprised at that split decision that one judge gave the fight to Gwen.
Larry, one man in Bunema's corner was yelling, Bumaye, Bumaye. Remember that from your month in Zaire in 1974?
Yeah, instead of Ali Bumaye, he was yelling Alex Bumaye.
Ah, they trade shots to begin the fight. What a sensational beginning as both men try to land power shots to make statements early.
What happened to the jabbing contest?
Bunema got in with a right hand.
Well, maybe he feels that upset is in there.
Bunema started fast. Now the jabbing contest seems to have begun. Taylor popping his jab to the top of Bunema's head. Bunema firing below Taylor's chin.
You know, Jermaine didn't come out with, looked like he didn't
Good
warm
quick
up.
left hook by Taylor, countering Bunema as he tried to throw the right.
But he looked like he was prepared for a rough fight. I think he himself come out to make a statement right away, in particular after seeing what happened to Gwen.
Taylor and Gwen are close, as you might expect, so surely it comes as a great disappointment to Jermaine that Gwen lost his fight. Hard right hand by Taylor was set up by a little left hook to the body. Already Bunema's jab has started to shorten a little bit.
Yeah, that's happening now. I think Taylor's going to start picking up his jab volume a little bit more.
You see the difference in range. If Taylor's able to land his jab with accuracy, it's hard to imagine how Bunema will get his there. Now Taylor led with the left hook and fired a little right hand. Neither punch did much damage. He goes back to the jab. And now Bunema begins to sort of step in as he's going to have to get inside of Taylor's length.
Yeah, but I think he's beginning to feel Taylor's strength, not just the jab, but also just the physical strength. Taylor seems to be a little bit stronger than his.
Right hand over the top, backs Bunema up.
Bunema seems very eager.
Well, I think what he said at the fighters meeting is what he really believes, that he's going to have to try to win by knockout tonight.
One of the things about being a great young prospect everybody is watching is that every opponent you come up to thinks he's fighting a champion and he can make his own name before he's even become a champion.
Taylor and Bunema with a little stare down at center ring. The crowd goes nuts, says, kill him.
And Alex Bunema came out with that attitude.
Well, I like the fact that both of the underdogs tonight have came out with a lot of spirit, a lot of determination, and no fear or intimidation at all.
But the big shot that Bunema landed at the start of the fight was, by CompuBox count, one of only 3 punches he landed in the round.
No,
Taylor, 16 out of 36, and you heard Pat Burns say, okay, that was nice. Now go back to your boxing and establish your jab. Let's see what Jermaine does in round 2. Starts to establish command. Those were 2 very well thrown jabs.
Jabs, one of the best jabs I've shown in a long time, very much like Larry Holmes' jab. To the point where he can control the guy so much with the jab that you don't even want to see him throw the right hand sometimes.
There it was again. That's what you call a telephone pole, and Bunema seems to recognize, I better go after him. If I stand out here, I'm going to get my head jabbed off. And again, Taylor sticks the jab right in his face.
Bunema's giving up on the jabbing contest.
Well, he's getting impaled by that jab. He's got to find a way to counter it, get under it.
These are perfect jabs. They're all landing right on the button. That one missed.
And he's jabbing so hard and so effective that he's jabbing his man out of range. So even when he throws his right hand, it makes be a little short of it because he's knocking him out of range with the jab.
In one fight, Taylor averaged 60 jabs around. I've never heard of such a number.
Well, if he's as effective and accurate as he is with this jab tonight, he can throw 100 jabs around.
It would seem to make him virtually unbeatable if he can do that against high-quality fighters.
What you're hearing is Woo Pig Sooie, the Arkansas Razorback cry from the fans here.
The promoter had originally used the word Razorback in the title for the card. The University of Arkansas, which holds a copyright on the word Razorback, protested and forced the promoter to remove that word from the title of the card. To which Taylor and Gwynn said, hey, aren't we Razorbacks? We come from Arkansas. But everything was settled nicely, and Taylor wound up sending 2 complimentary tickets to Frank Boyles, the Arkansas athletics director, who put the kibosh on it. What a round for Jermaine Taylor. He's putting on a show.
Fantastic round. Left jab, and everything that he's doing is coming from behind the jab. And Bunema's not a slow guy himself.
And Bunema tried to come in. Taylor countered with a perfect left hook.
You know, but like Monty Barrett, Bunema has come into this fight not just hungry, but he looks like he's starving again.
It's a stiff jab, and he's got the little stinger at the end where he sort of flips the glove into your face.
He jabs, and it went out like after he lands the jab, he kind of pulls back just enough if you come back with a right hand where he doesn't get hit.
And you heard Bunema's corner telling him, well, if he misses a right hand, he'll be open for a left.
Every time Bunema tries to get an attack going, he hits him with a little counter hook just as he pulls in. That breaks up his aggressive movement.
I don't think Bunema has nearly as much desire to go after Taylor as was the case in rounds 1 and 2. I think that Taylor has already managed to discourage this opponent.
Staying at the distance that he is in just a matter of time. The jab is killing. He can't fight at that distance, but Taylor can.
Bunema firing a left hook from distance, couldn't get it there. Taylor sticks the jab and keeps him away. Bunema's going to have to find a way to get inside of Taylor's length, and he hasn't managed that on any consistent basis so far. Good left hook by Bunema.
Yeah, I don't think that Bunema's going to find a way to get inside of Taylor's shot. Because every time he comes in, for the most part, half the time he's going to get hit with a counter punch.
On an ESPN boxing show recently, Bernard Hopkins pointed out a flaw in Taylor's style, that when he threw the left jab, his right hand dropped. And he's been working on that ever since, admitting that coming from Hopkins, it meant something to him. And you see he's keeping his right hand up more and more.
Doing a good job of it, too.
Bunema tried a big left-hand counter. Taylor came back with a left of his own. He's throwing the jab with vicious intent. Bunema sweeping a left hand again. Got it there, but without much impact. Hard left to the body by Taylor. Be interesting to see if Hopkins continues to offer helpful tips from afar as Taylor gets closer to it.
He's going to teach him how to beat himself.
Wonder if Bernard is sitting at home with a yellow legal pad grading Jermaine tonight.
I'm quite sure he is. Bernard is a very good student of the game. Not only is he a great prize fighter, but he also studies fights and watches fights.
Indeed, Hopkins is so good that probably the only way to prepare for fighting Bernard Hopkins is to fight Bernard Hopkins and see what he's got.
So there's nothing like Bernard. He knows how to do it all and adjust and do anything that he has to do to win the fight.
But physically, this kid is magnificent.
Yeah, and he and Bernard both are pretty much small bone for the most part, tall middleweights. You know, neither one has the trouble of making 160 pounds.
Yep.